Hi, my name is Matt Hinkle with Box Alarm Training, and today we're going to talk about how do you prepare for a disaster response. So many of us in the South know that it's tornado season. It's a season where we have a string of bad weather throughout the next couple of months. And if you've ever responded to a tornado or a disaster response, you know that it's a really difficult situation and it has a lot of management issues involved. I picked up on something a long time ago from a really good friend named DJ Walker out of Texas. He's a member of the federal USAR system, and he had a really good quick reference for you as a team leader or a squad leader that's going out and to do rescue operations in a disaster response. So basically you're going to remember a few quick steps, and those steps are going to help you prepare, especially when you go out into the field to conduct operations, where your responsibilities lie, who do you report to, what your goal and your mission are. So those steps are: what's my job, who do I work for, who works for me, where do I get my stuff, and how long do I have? We're going to break down each one of those really quickly. So what's my job? That's really important. When you arrive on scene, especially if you're an engine company officer or something like that, you could be tasked with all kinds of different responsibilities in a tornado response. You could be a staging officer. You could be downrange, going out and doing overland search and rescue missions. So you got to identify what is your job, and you're going to make a note of that so that you know what your responsibility is. The second one is, who do I work for? So in the chain of command, in NIMS, you need to know, who do you report to? So your direct supervisor could be an operations chief, it could be the incident commander, it could be a squad leader, a team leader, something like that. But you need to know, who do you report your information to so that it doesn't bog down the system up the chain. The next one is, who works for me? So if you know who you work for and who you report to, who works for you is really important to know as span of control. How many people do you have under you, and what jobs can you get tasked to do with the number of people you have? In general, it's going to be 3 to 7, with 5 being optimum. But you're going to be able to assemble a team and go out and conduct operations based on whatever your assignment is. So the fourth one is, where do I get my stuff? And that's basically, if you're on an engine company, if you're the initial response to an emergency, as an example, I was an initial response in an engine to an F3 tornado that destroyed an industrial park. We were the first arriving engine on scene, and a lot of equipment that is needed for that scene is not on the engine. So where do you get your stuff? That is, if I'm tasked with a certain operation or responsibility, do I have the equipment necessary? And if I don't, where do I need to get that from so that we can prompt incident commanders or operations chiefs to request the resources that we need to conduct the operations they want us to do? The fifth one is, how long do I have? That is really important upstream. And the incident command role, the operations chief, it doesn't seem like a very important thing to a worker that's out doing search and rescue, but you need to know the timeline that you've been given to conduct the operation. That way you can give benchmarks and timestamps back to the incident command staff to know what the progress is, or how long the operation is going to take, how much longer you think it's is going to take, what resources you're going to need, all kinds of things like that. So knowing how long do I have, you need to report back to that operations chief or whoever you're working for in that amount of time. It doesn't have to be that you have to complete that operation in that amount of time. You just need to know what's needed and how much longer is it going to take, or what's your probability of detection if you were out on a search in that amount of time. Well, we think we've completed 70% of this search. We still have 30% that we need to request more resources to conduct this search to finish it out. So those are just 5 quick things to help you fall in line into the National Incident Management System. A lot of times we get bogged down with terminology and definitions, and we don't really understand how NIMS work. But if you can remember those 5 things, you'll know what to do when asked to go conduct an operation or perform a certain task within the operation. I hope that tip helped you get ready for an upcoming tornado season. Hopefully you don't have to respond to one, but if you do, be prepared for it. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We also have a Facebook page, Box Alarm Training, and if you want to check out more resources, visit our website at www.boxalarmtraining.com. Thanks again, and don't forget to subscribe.